we all like to be at the sweet spot, and we all want to achieve a sweet spot in our lives as well as in our career. So what is your career's sweet spot is something that you need to start reflecting upon. And how do you really start reflecting on that sweet spot is basically you have three spectrums to really consider. So the first spectrum is competencies. The second is organization needs. The third is passion. So you actually have to combine this to really achieve your sweet spot. And what are competencies? These are basically the skills and behaviors at which people excel. So what it means is basically what is the need of what are the jobs that you perform in an organization. Do you have those requisite skills to perform them? And when you perform those in those skill set, you are able to achieve it. So for example, if I am an accountant, do I really have the competency of knowing the accounting regulations and being able to in that way? That will give me that requisite skills, that is important, and that's my competency. Then we have the organization needs. So organization need, as simple as that, is basically the requirement or things that would add value to an organization. So it can be, for instance, if the organization is on a growing path and they would like to ensure that you have a ability to do artificial intelligence programming. So this is an organization need, and this will add value to the organization. So if you are able to identify what the organization's needs are in terms of what the market requirements are, that's an important aspect to consider here. Then you have passion, and passion is very important. Without passion, this whole sweet spot thing is very not able to achieve at all. Things that people things that you love to do. Now when we say love to do, you can do a lot of things that you love. For instance, I like to play cricket a lot, but if I play cricket, I may not be professional enough to play that cricket. It's just my passion to play cricket. But is it really the competency and the organization need that is being met? I don't think so. If there is basically a passion of playing cricket and that's it, and I'm maybe good at it, but if it does not help the organization, it's just something called a hobby. So when your passion and your competencies meet together only, it is called a hobby. But if your or competency, so you have the required level of skills and there is an organization need, but you lack passion. So I'm a good accountant, for example. I understand all the IFRS needs, and my organization needs a chartered accountant to perform a job. So we both meet in terms of competency and organization needs. But if I'm not passionate in doing that job, it is just another job. So I'm not really achieving what basically is the sweet spot. I'm just doing a routine aspect of my life. So I'm just going in, processing the entries, or probably reviewing the reports, or processing the reports, etc., and then getting them out. So it's just a show, nothing else. When my passion and organization needs collide, and I do not have any competencies associated to it, so that position is basically called novice. So what novice is, I mean, you are just basically someone who who will be in a position of pressure, or someone who would not be able to handle or understand how to achieve it. You may be passionate about it. So for example, if you like to lead a project and you are very passionate about leading the project, but if you don't have the skills of leading a project in terms of managing people, in terms of managing all the stakeholders associated to the project, the time element of the deadlines of the project, etc., you are not able to achieve anywhere in terms of the organization needs. So that's where you will actually hit yourself on the nail if you really hit the nail on yourself if you really do not achieve that in that sense. So when you club all of these three together, your competencies, the passions, the organization needs, then what you attain is something called the sweet spot. And this is basically what you should thrive and look forward to when you are trying to shape up your career. So, where is your career's sweet spot? Is the question you should start asking yourself today. And the way to do that is you need to bucketize what are my skills that I'm good at. Am I good at computers? Am I good at digitalization, artificial intelligence, cloud computing, machine learning, etc.? Because these are the requisite skill sets that you see in industry 4.0, which is the current revolution that we are living through. And is the market demand in terms of organization needs requiring these skill sets? So they both are meeting together. How do I bring passion in this? How do I engage myself into creating and learning this so I can achieve a career sweet spot that can help me benefit together? So this is basically what you need to achieve in terms of your sweet spot.